What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be talking about another free agent prediction. Today, we're talking about a very exciting player, so be ready. Let's get this thing started. That's right. Now, before we go into the video, all right, let's talk about the obvious, right? The whole coronavirus. Everybody's, everything's getting shut down. Everything's getting canceled. Everything's getting suspended, postponed, whatever it may be. Pretty much all sports are doing it. I see, and I guess the MLB is doing it or whatever. NHL. We know the NBA did it. It's crazy right now. We don't know what's going to happen next. I will say be safe, all right? I don't know much about it, but, wash your hands, do stuff like that. Make sure you're good to go. I just want to point that out, okay? Just that's first and foremost. So, everybody, protect yourself. Now let's get into the video, but I will say this as well. I got a lot of comments saying, hey, I talk fast. Now, let me just say this. I think a lot of times it looks like I'm talking faster than I really am because I cut out all of the breaks where I'm like breathing or, if I'm like swallowing or something, I'm cutting that out. I'm not going to keep that into the video because it's like, why put it there? Why put this there? And then start talking. Why would I put that in the video? Like, y'all don't want to see me breathe. This ain't a doctor's office. I don't need all that. So I usually cut that out. However, I'm still going to continue to cut it out. I will try to talk a little bit slower because, I think I just kind of get going and I want to get this stuff out, not forgetting anything because I'm not reading it off the script. This is just me. So when it comes to my mind, I think of it. I say it. Yes, I have some information, but I say what I think. So, I try to just keep the thing rolling. So I'll try to slow down a little bit. I apologize, but hey, you gotta bear with me a little bit here, okay? So let's get this dang thing started. All right, we're talking about DJ Reader, the defensive tackle from the Houston Texans, who was selected in the 5th round out of Clemson. This would feel a huge need. I feel like coming into this offseason, defensive tackle is a very big need. And now with the releasing of Damon Harrison and most likely not bringing back A'Shawn Robinson, probably not bringing back Mike Daniels, defensive tackle is still our biggest need. Now, we did lose Graham Glasgow, so offensive line still is a big need, and it's continuing to be a bigger need, probably our second biggest need now already. But I still am going to go with defensive tackle as our biggest need. And I think the Lions are going to make one splash free agent signing this off. I feel one big one coming, kind of like last season with Trey Flowers. The Lions are going to make a splash free agent signing. We're not bringing back Graham Glasgow, so we're not paying a big deal there, which is okay if we fix it. It's okay. We're not bringing back Damon Harrison because we cut him. So we're saving money to set up a big splash free agent signing. I think that's what's coming. Now, the Lions have a lot of holes to fill, so they need money to fill those out. But I just feel like they're going to go with at least one. I feel one big splash free agent signing coming. And where would it come from? Would it come offense or defense? Well, I went with Ted Karras yesterday because I have a less confidence that the Lions are going to spend that big splash free agent money on an offensive player, even though I may want Joe Thuney a lot. I feel less confident the Lions will do that. Instead, I think they'll do it on defense, which is Matt Patricia's specialty. Knowing how bad the defense was last season, the Lions are going to focus and try to make the defense a lot better. And that starts with, getting a new defensive tackle. So we know defensive tackle is such an important part of our defense, right? Our defense got a lot worse when Damon Harrison struggled last season. And it's a very impactful position for this defense because it helps everybody out. When you have a good interior defensive lineman, everybody else can look a lot better. So who is DJ Reader? Well, I kind of already told you that. He's a 25-year-old defensive tackle from the Houston Texans who has an $11.4 million a year average market value, and his projected contract is 5 years, $59 million. Now, again, they may sound like a lot, but it's a big splash free agent signing. I think the Lions are going to make one. They're prepared for it. So, yeah, I do see that coming. DJ Reader, like I said, fills out a huge need, but he's not kind of the need that necessarily everybody's thinking he is, right? He's not the next Snacks Harrison. DJ Reader is not the next Snacks Harrison. Now, he may give you production like Snacks Harrison when it comes to being a run stopper, but he's not the next Snacks Harrison. He's not going to plug in and be Snacks Harrison 2.0. That's not who DJ Reader is. That's not how he plays. That's not how he played in Houston. Now, could he play that more in Detroit? Yes, but what we have seen so far is that's not exactly who he was with Houston. With Houston, he was a run stopper, but he played a little bit different of a technique in Houston. He wasn't necessarily the nose tackle there. The nose tackle for Houston was Brandon Dunn. That was their nose tackle. For Houston, it was not DJ Reader. However, he was still in the interior of that defensive line and trying to cause some havoc. He is definitely a run stopper, okay? DJ Reader is a defensive tackle that's going to stop the run. He's not going to get you a lot of pressure. I'm going to be honest. He doesn't get you a lot of pressure. That's why some other defensive linemen are more intriguing, or they could be more intriguing to you because maybe you're looking at pass rush and sacks over necessarily just a run stopper, okay? Some people would rather have a guy that can get more pressure pressure than run stop. It really depends on whatever that scheme is. I feel like the Lions need a run stopper. It all starts with stopping the run. At least that's what Matt Patricia says. And that alone, Matt Patricia's take on that alone, how it always starts with stopping the run, even against passing teams. He said it before, like playing the Chiefs. He said it still starts with stopping the run. He's going to go get a run stopper. I feel like he's trying to get a guy that's going to stop the run because that's what Harrison could do. Plays a little bit different, but he stops the run. Looking at some of his stats, he played in 58% of the snaps last season, 2018, 60% of the snaps, 2017, 60%, 2016, 40%. So you're probably like, wow, those percents aren't super high. That's right, because he's not necessarily a 3-down defensive lineman. He's not. He usually comes off when it's 3rd down or a passing down. He's usually not even on the field because he's not a pass rush type of interior defensive lineman. You get Javon Hargrave, he's more of a pass rush type of guy. Now, I'm not saying he's like a Chris Jones, but he's going to get you more pass rush than DJ Reader is going to give you. DJ Reader is giving you a guy that's going to stop the run, and that's it. He's going to stop the run. He's going to take on a lot of good players. He's young. He's going to continue to improve. And he can go against any interior offensive lineman and dominate. You can dominate Quentin Nelson. There's film of him doing that. He just does really, really well against interior offensive linemen and stopping the run and taking on 2 offensive linemen at once. He can take on 2 guys at once and still find a way to make a play. For me, DJ Reader is one of those guys that I feel like you're going to bring in to take pressure off of other guys. And again, just set up by stopping the run first. Now, when it comes to 3rd down or passing downs, usually you're going to take him off the field. And that's why his percentages are so low, or they're not like 90%, because you're taking them off the field on those plays and you're putting out guys that are going to get pressure. And I think the Lions have the ability to do that with some of the players that they have, especially if they're going to add some more edge rushers. Trey Flowers, Jared Davis gets a lot of pressure, right? We've seen him do that time and time again. Devon Kennard, we have guys like that. Deshaun Hand's healthy. If Austin Bryant's healthy, possibly we add some people this offseason. That's who's going to be in there on those 3rd downs, okay? We're going to definitely change it up. You don't leave DJ Reader out there. I mean, you could try. He'll get you a little bit. I mean, he did have 2.5 sacks last season, which is his best, which is cool, but that's not what he does. Just like Snacks Harrison didn't get you a lot of pressure when it came to passing the football, he would take on a couple of extra guys, but he's not going to get you a sack. Like, that's just not something that you can expect out of him, because that's not what you're getting in DJ Reader. So if you want a guy who's going to get pass rush from the interior, that's not him. That was Chris Jones, but he is back with his team. That's more Javon Hargrave. That's not necessarily DJ Reader, but I feel like Matt Patricia is not necessarily interested in that as much as he is in getting a pure run stopper. Only played nose tackle 20% of the total snaps for the Houston Texans. Like I said, he is not the next Snacks Harrison, or at least that's what we saw in Houston. He wasn't Snacks Harrison. He's actually given, by other people, was given more of a person to A'Shawn Robinson. You're probably like, what the heck? Are you comparing this dude to A'Shawn Robinson? Like, no, hold up. I'm not comparing, how good they are, because that's not even a comparison. I'm comparing their play styles, though. I mean, A'Shawn Robinson was not brought in to be Snacks Harrison. He's brought in to be more of a prototypical player that could do a couple of different things. And when you watch DJ Reader, he plays either the 1 technique or the 3 technique with the Houston Texans. And what are those? Well, the 1 technique is stacking over the center and playing off of one of his shoulders. Okay, that's kind of where that is. And then when you look at the 3 technique, that's playing in between the tackle and the guard, outside shoulder of the guard. So that's kind of where he would play a lot. He will come off the field on 3rd downs, like I said, and passing downs. That's not what he's going to be. I mean, you could if you had to, but that's not what he's necessarily good at. He's a run stopper. He's going to be out there early, and then when you get him into those situations when it's 3rd down or they have to pass, you're taking him off the field. This guy can bull rush an offensive lineman and interior offensive lineman. He's super powerful. He can take on 2 guys at once. He's just a very good player for what the Lions need. They need a run stopper. They didn't stop the run very well last season. Matt Patricia prides himself on being able to stop the run first, and everything else comes after. I think DJ Reader makes a lot of sense. He's young. You're not taking a big risk. You're taking a guy that's only missed 3 games in 4 years. He's 25 years old. The contract's kind of expensive, but again, you get what you pay for. You're paying $11.9 million for a guy that's going to stop the run. Like, you're going to get a run stopper, which you need. Defense needs to be an upgrade. Defensive tackle needs to be an upgrade. And I just think DJ Reader helps out a lot. So that's the guy I predict the Lions will sign this offseason, as well as Ted Karras. We'll see if he signs with him. I mean, there may be another defensive tackle. I would not be mad with other defensive tackles. That's not the point of this. And again, the point of this video isn't necessarily who I want. The point of this video is more who I predict the Lions will sign. So in this video, I'm predicting the Detroit Lions will sign DJ Reader this offseason. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.